Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome to my channel. This is day 28 of Project 365 and we are at Glacier Parkway and I currently have 2 glaciers right behind me, which is pretty awesome, right? But yeah, today I want to talk to you about like the power of influence and to raise your awareness of the fact that everything around you is influencing you, whether it's positively or negatively. So I want to encourage you to start thinking about those things to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with things that influence you in the positive way, in the best way. And again, to like raise your awareness and to help you to become the best version of you. And like my mum was so spot on when we were growing up, because she'd always tell me and my sister when we were like super young, that like the books that you read and the films that you watch all have like such an influence on you and like the way that you think. And you know, there's been like real controversy about PlayStation and the fact that it's starting to normalize like violence and things like that. And it's just like, you know, thinking about like the things that we allow into our minds and like how it affects our energy and the way that we perceive the world and the way that we perceive ourselves. And like my mum always used to say about like the power of your words, and like she used to say it from like a religious perspective. And now that I read all these self-development books and it's like such a big part of my like passion and the way that I like go about my life, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like she was so spot on. Because honestly, whether you believe it or not, your words have so much power. So it's really thinking about like the things that you say to yourself and the things that you say to others. Like I'm sure all of us have had like the self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you think that you can or you think that you can, like both are right. And it's just like reminding yourself that like the things that you do and the things that you say and the people that you hang around with all shape the person that you become. And you know, one of the things that I read about is about how it's like the 5 people that you spend the most time with, you essentially become. And I'd like to extend that further to say that the 5 people in your life that like influence you are the ones that have the biggest impact on you. Because for example, I love my dad, as you all know, but he has a tendency to be quite grumpy and is a bit of a pessimist. Don't worry, we are working on him. Love you, Dad. But I would not allow him and his negative energy to affect me, like absolutely not. So, and I spend loads of time with him. So that's what I mean by the fact that it's like the 5 people that you allow to like influence you. And again, it's like negative or positive. So if you're hanging out with people that are constantly like down or like talking about their worries and their stresses and are always looking at the negatives rather than the positives, guess what? You're most likely going to become that person that starts thinking all the negative things and looking out for those things. So I encourage you to really think about like the books that you're reading. Like, are you reading books that are enlightening and empowering and inspiring? Or are you reading things such as like the newspapers and like Hello magazine and things like that? Or things that are dark and, you know, just like that, they're not really uplifting and they don't like make you feel good. And the same with films. Like, what kind of films are you watching? Are you watching things about true stories? Like true stories is like one of my absolute favorite genres. I just think it's so amazing, and the things that people have done in their lifetime, like, oh my gosh, I'm going off a bit of a tangent here, but Hacksaw Ridge, oh, such a good film. Like that man is just absolutely amazing. If you have not watched it yet, you absolutely have to. It's just incredible. But yeah, it's like thinking about that, and there's like certain films that I've previously watched in the past, more because, you know, you get affected by like what everyone else wants to watch in the room. I encourage you to like stand up for yourself and think, actually, I don't want to watch this. And it's just had like a negative influence, and like I just feel like after I've watched the film, like my energy is just like a bit drained and I don't feel good and it doesn't really impact me positively. Whereas when I watch things that are inspiring and uplifting or funny, they make me feel so good. And they do really have like an influence. Like I said, the books that I've read have literally shaped the person that I've become, because it's just empowered me and it opened my eyes to so many things. And like the people that I decide to surround myself with, like I've had to make some real tough decisions in my life about like certain friends and whether I want to continue that friendship. And that's a really, really hard thing to do because essentially we all make justifications for people and we all make like allowances. And one of the biggest allowances that I've heard is that, oh, you know, that person's been in my life, like we've been childhood friends for like our whole lives, so it's just how it is. I just think absolutely not. Like, if that person treats you like shit, walk away. You know, obviously have the conversation, try and resolve it. And if that person just continues, you do not need to be in their life if you do not want to. So again, like, definitely think about that. And, you know, the people that you surround yourself with, make sure that they celebrate your wins and they support you and they're there for you and they make time for you, and that they make you feel loved and you make them feel loved, and ultimately they help you become a better person. That's who we want to hang around with. That's the people we want to be influenced by. And seek out people that are doing what you want to do, and be in a situation where you can make those people your friends, so you can learn from them and they can inspire you and they can help you grow and share different ideas and different perspectives. Like, there's so many people in my life that are doing things that I could only dream of, and it's like learning from them and being inspired by them, because ultimately when we're around people that uplift us and inspire us, we become better. We raise our standards, because we don't want to be the ones that's like left behind. We want to be the ones that's on the same level, if not the highest level. So I just want you to start being aware of these things and making sure that the things that you allow in your mind, you actively like think about it and it's intentional. Like, do everything intentionally. The things that you say, do it with intention. The way you respond to people, do it with intention. Like, some things people say, I just think, what is your intention there? Like, that's not a positive thing, this is mean. Like, no. So, you know, you really need to think about everything in your life and the influence that it has. So I encourage you to reassess the books that you're reading, the films that you're watching, the hobbies that you're doing, like the way that you spend your time, the people that you spend your time with, and shake it up. Like, if it's not working for you and you want something different, you bloody go do it. Like, absolutely, I'm here, I will support you every step of the way. But honestly, as soon as you jump on board and you start realizing these things, it transforms you. It has such an impact on you. And all the things that I've said yet to, it's all like starting to come true. Like, honestly, the power that these things have over you is absolutely mind-boggling, but amazing. Like, when you realize that you can control those situations and you can control the things that you want and the things that you think about and the way that you act and behave. Gosh, like, I'm so excited for you, so excited, because once you get your head around this and you do these things and you live your life on purpose and with intention, like, great things happen, like awesome things happen. So I hope you find this video like really inspirational. Like, let me know what things that you've been thinking about that you think maybe I could change that, or maybe I need to have a conversation with certain friends, or I need to change up the movies that I'm watching, or I need to read more self-development books or read more YouTube videos, ideally mine. I'm joking. No, I'm not joking actually. But definitely, like, think about that and share that with me. Like, I want to be part of your journey and I want us to learn from each other and just like grow as individuals and to becoming the best people that we can be, because I know that there's like so much more that life has to offer us, and we're just like at like the start of our journey. So I'm so excited for you and like what's to happen and like what's around the corner, because things like that can like happen immediately. It doesn't have to take years and years and years for you to like change your mindset and the way that you think about things. It literally can like just change once you decide. So I'm sending you so much love and so much blessings, and I hope you have the most awesome day, and I will see you again tomorrow for day 29. Just remember to like and subscribe and share with all family and friends and whoever you think would be interested and would like benefit from watching these videos. And remember to follow me on the joyful_edit on Instagram, and I will see you again tomorrow. But sending you so much love and blessings, and I will see you soon.